Hi viewers, this is Sri Venkateshwaru and you are watching Sandeep English World. In today's video, you are going to learn about some more question tags under part 2. You are going to know about certain difficult questions as I told you in the previous video. The very first one, I am a teacher. This is the statement. And the right question tag for this is aren't I? Generally, in the given sentence, the subject is I and the verb is am. Most of the people think that am not I, like that we feel. But it's not correct. Negatively, we should not use the expression amn't, am not, like that. The grammarians have fixed this rule as aren't I. Next, I am not lazy. This is the statement and the statement is negative, so the question tag should be positive. I am not lazy. Am I? Next one, let us go home. This is the statement and this is an imperative sentence. In fact, the sentence begins with the main verb, and when the expressions like this you find let us. Here us, that is the pronoun, but the pronoun is in the objective case. But in all the tags we have to use only the pronoun in the subjective case. So in place of us we have to use we. Let us go home, shall we? In case of such imperative sentences, we should not bother about the positive statement or the negative statement. No matter whether the given statement is a positive or negative, we have to use only the positive tag. Let us go home, shall we? Next one, do your best. It is also an imperative sentence and it indicates some suggestion. And in case of such sentences, we have to use will you, and sometimes we can also use can you, could you, would you. Next one, don't waste your time is also a kind of suggestion. Whether the given statement is positive or negative, the tag should be positive in general. Don't waste your time, will you? Next one, remember to lock the door. This sentence is somewhat different. It's also an imperative sentence. An imperative sentence is a sentence that begins with the main verb. But the idea that is carried in the given sentence is remember to lock the door. Here, the given sentence suggests more urgency. When something suggests more urgency, we have to use won't you. Remember to lock the door. Won't you? Generally we say will you, but here when something is found more urgency, we have to use the negative tag. Remember to lock the door. Won't you? Next one, please wait for a while. This is the statement. It indicates some request. In such case also we have to use will you, can you, could you, would you, something like. Next one, you can solve the problem. This is the statement. Generally, most of the people think that the statement is positive and the question tag should be negative, like that. You can solve the problem, can't you? We feel like that. But here there is an exception to the formal rule. That is, you can solve the problem. It means you are capable of solving the problem. When I am talking about your capacity, then I should not pose the negative tag. When I am talking about your capacity, I have to use only the positive tag, like this. You can solve the problem. Can you? If I say can't you, it's like my undermining your capacity. So particularly when the listener is in front of us, we have to say you can. Any question, any statement that begins with you can definitely ends with the tag of can you only. Next one, this is your book. This is the statement. And here the subject is this. But the tag does not end with this. If you find this or that as the subject, the tag ends with the pronoun of it only. This is your book, isn't it? Nothing is new. Nothing is new. Nothing here is the subject. And if you find nothing, something, anything, the right pronoun to be used in the tag is it only. The statement is negative, so the tag should be positive. Nothing is new, is it? Next, nobody came for me. In the given sentence, the subject is nobody. And the very expression nobody indicates the negative idea. It carries some negative idea. And the verb came, it is in the past tense. So when you find the verb in the past tense, begin the tag with past tense do form. That is did. Did they? Whenever you find the subject like nobody, anybody, somebody, no one, no, none, someone, like that, the right pronoun is they only. Next, we have breakfast at 8 a.m. Here also, most of the candidates get confused to give the right tag. We have breakfast. Most of the people say, we have, haven't we? Like that. But it's wrong. If that have or has indicates some position or somewhat nearer to the meaning of position, we use have form. But here we have breakfast. It means we take breakfast. So it gives the other meaning, the meaning other than the position. Whenever have or has gives the meaning other than position, generally we use do form. We have, it indicates present tense. So we have to use only present tense do form. We have breakfast at 8 a.m. Don't we? Next one, use your common sense. It is also an imperative sentence. Generally for imperative sentences, as I have just said, we use will you like that. But here, use your common sense. This sentence expresses some impatience. As the very idea gives some impatience, we have to use the right tag of the right tag that should be used here is negative. Can't you? Use your common sense. Can't you? In such cases, you have to use the tag negatively. In most of the imperative sentences, we use the tag of will you, the positive tag. But there are some exceptions to the idea like this. Next example, he seldom comes here. This is the statement. The statement seems to be positive, but it is negative. What is the negative word we find in it? Seldom. The word seldom is really a semi-negative one. He seldom comes here, means he rarely comes here. So as the given statement is negative, the tag should be positive. The verb in the given sentence comes, so the verb ends with the letter S, means we have to begin the tag with does. Does he? He seldom comes here. Does he? Next, few attended the meeting. This sentence also seems to be positive, but it is negative. The words like a few, little, a little. Few and a little, when there are no articles before. Few and little, when there is no article like a few, a little, generally the sentence carries the negative idea. Few attended the meeting means nobody attended the meeting. So the statement is negative, the tag should be positive. Few attended the meeting. Did they? Because attended, it is in the past tense. So we have to use the past tense do form in the tag. Did they? Next, a few attended the meeting. Here the statement is positive. When we use a few, it is positive. When we use a few, it is negative. A few attended the meeting. Didn't they? Little progress was made. Little progress means no progress. The statement is negative, so the tag should be positive. Little progress was made. Was it? Next, a little progress was made. Here the statement is positive, so that tag should be negative. A little progress was made. Wasn't it? Next, all of them come here. All of them. Generally, we have a doubt. What should be taken into consideration regarding the subject? All them. When two different words are connected by the preposition of, the main subject should be taken into consideration. That is, the word that is placed after the preposition of. All of them. What word is given after the preposition of? Them. So, we have to remember like this. One of them, none of them, one of us, none of us. After the preposition of, what is given? Them or us. We have to understand first. So, only that pronoun should be taken into consideration. All of them come here. Come. That is in present tense. So, use the present tense do form. Don't they? Next, money goes nowhere. So, in the given statement, nowhere, that expression indicates negative. Money goes nowhere. So, the verb goes, main verb goes is there. So, begin the tag with does. Does it? Next, he used to smoke. Used to smoke. The expression used to, though it is a helping verb, we have to use the main verb. Used indicates past tense. So, use past tense do form. Didn't he? We seldom go there. Seldom, it is also semi-negative. We seldom go there. The statement is negative, so the tag should be positive. Do we? Raghu hardly speaks English. Hardly, this expression is also semi-negative. Totally, the sentence is negative, so the tag should be positive. Raghu hardly speaks. The verb ends with yes. So, begin the tag with does. Does he? Next, the last example. Rani is without money. Rani is without money. So, somewhere in the entire sentence, if you find a negative, the tag should be positive. So, here Rani is without money. Some negative idea is carried here. So, the right tag for this is she. And that's the end of the topic. If you are satisfied with this video, please like it, share it and comment on it. If you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please subscribe. Happy learning!